Hi there, this is JNAL Algebra Lessons, and this is Unit 3, Lesson 1, and now we're in our Quadratics unit. So if you remember from Algebra 1, Quadratics is when basically you just have a kind of parabola line like this, or it could be like this, and it has a squared in the equation for it. So we have average rate of change. That's the first lesson that I'll go over. So we already know for linear lines, basically the average rate of change is just the slope, or the m, in the y equals mx plus b equation. But there's also a way to find it for quadratics, but it's not that simple. But it's really not that bad. So the equation for it is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now, sometimes these can be rearranged in certain ways, but this is the way I like the best. So when you have quadratics, you might have this, and then there's 2 points, and it might say what's the average rate of change through these lines, or through these points. And then there's a line that can go through that called second line, the secant line. So anyways, that's what that is. So we can say, let's say we have the function, it might have fx, that's still y, just so you know. So yeah, I don't like fx as much, so I'll just do y equals x squared plus x minus 4. And what's the average rate of change between x equals 1 and x equals 2? Well, how could you do that? All you have to do is plug in 1 into the equation and then 2. So if we plug in 1, we would get negative 2. So that means this coordinate's going to be 1, negative 2. If we plug in 2, you get positive 2. So 2, 2. Now we have our 2 coordinates. All you have to do is plug them into this equation. So let's do this. So we can see that our second y is right here. Our first y is right here. Our second x is right here. And our first x is right here. Well, let's do that. We have 2 minus negative 2, and then we have 2 minus 1. 2 minus negative 2, we have 2 negatives, so that makes it a positive. And so we get 4 divided by 2 minus 1, which is 1. So the average rate of change is going to be 4, which this is really our slope. So that it's not the slope for the whole parabola line, but it is for that between those points. So that's how you find it. And that would be it for this video, so thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.